So you just finished a review of your local hazard mitigation assessment. I hope that you found it interesting and that it provides you some insight on what risks might occur in your area and how to better prepare. Moving forward in this course, the next couple weeks we'll take a look at several different types of disasters. We'll discuss how the events occurred. We'll discuss what type of injuries happened or took place, what the community did, and how you might prepare for it. After we get through those, then we'll move into a type of intentional disaster or terrorist type preparation, and then we'll finish off the course by talking about how you would prepare to go on a trip and so on. But today, as I go out on my walk, I was kind of thinking about what's going on in Florida, Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia right now. You know, it was really in the media for a while, but as time went on, as in most events, it's fallen off front page news. But for those who are existing or living in these areas, it still continues to be an issue. People who are facing these recent disasters may not even have water available to them yet, so they've had to figure out how to create safe drinking water. In those areas, there is an abundance of groundwater, and it shouldn't be that hard to do, but yet that water might be unsafe to drink. It could present them with different types of illnesses that could be pretty devastating to the individual, to the family, to the community. So hopefully they've got means to purify that water. You know, if we think about what the Department of Water says, they recommend that you boil water, and that is the best treatment for any type of water contamination. The recommendation is, if you're under 6,500 feet, to boil for 1 minute. If you're over 6,500 feet, to boil for 3 minutes. So if push came to shove, they could create a fire, get a big pot, boil the water. There's other options, such as household bleach, provided it doesn't have fragrances and so on in it, and even iodine. But these options are not as effective as they used to be. They've lost some effect against Giardia, and they're basically worthless for cryptosporidiums. So the best way would be to either have a commercial filtration device or to boil the water, which would be the ideal choice. Most of the time when these disasters occur, outside players come in and they bring these huge water filtration devices. I've seen this all over the world. After a disaster occurs, some type of service or NGO brings in the filtration devices, and that's what gives everybody safe drinking water until they're able to recover. I'm sure they're doing that where these recent disasters just occurred, or at least I hope they are. Nevertheless, other issues, of course, I've mentioned it before, I'll mention it again: exposure injuries. They're having to keep themselves warm and dry, and their medical concerns, which may or may not be getting met, as the medical community may or may not be operational where they are. Disasters occur. There's something we have to be aware of, something we have to prepare for, and something we need to be ready to improvise to meet needs should they occur in our backyard. Just food for thought as we work through the next couple weeks. Be thinking about that. Be thinking about the recent disasters and what people did and how they got through them, how the community responded, and what this might look like in your neighborhood, or if you were somebody that decided to serve through medicine and go to those locations and help those in need. Thanks for a great week in week 3, the hazard mitigation assessment. I hope it was enlightening. I look forward to the next couple weeks where we take a look at some specific disasters and try to understand them better, how we can prepare better, and how we can respond. You all take care and stay safe.